to making more fun things with Miss Jailene. What we're making today is Halloween cookies. So the ingredients you're gonna need is flour, butter, salt, baking powder, vanilla extract, 1 large egg, sugar, and your utensils are gonna be a rolling pin, a bowl, a teaspoon, anything you're using to mix. So this is my spoon to mix. You're gonna need 1 cup, a half a cup, and a 1/4 cup. So the first step to making our Halloween cookies is we have to mix our butter and our sugar. So we're gonna need, if you don't have a stick of butter, you are gonna need a half a cup. So we're gonna put our butter into our bowl. And we're gonna get 3/4 of sugar. So since it's 3/4, it's gonna be 3 1/4. Here's 1, 2, 3. And the next step is to mix this until it is all nice and mixed and our butter is all nice and soft. Okay, my little friends, and once you have your butter and your sugar all mixed, should look something like this. We are going to add in our egg. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you're going to mix that up. It should start looking something like this once you have all that mixed in together. So our next step is to mix in our flour and our baking soda and our salt. I'm actually going to use another bowl. I didn't mention that in the beginning, but it might be a little easier. So in another bowl, we are going to get 1 to 1.5 cups of flour. If you do the 1 1/2, it could make 2 dozen cookies, but that depends on the size of your cookie cutters. So mine are pretty big, so it's not going to make 2 dozen for me. Well, let's get 1 cup of flour. And now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix that up together. You can get a fork really quick. Mix it up. And then I'm going to add my 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix that up. we're gonna put it right into our bowl. So if you have a mixer, this might be easier and you start adding it little by little. But since I don't, I just have to add a little bit and continue mixing. And then you're just gonna mix it up until you form cookie dough. Okay, my little friends, once you have mixed, it should look something like this. So your next step is to separate them in half and make them into discs. So take half of this. I'm gonna make them into discs because we need to cool our dough. We have to put it in the fridge for about 45 minutes to an hour before we can roll it out with our rolling pin. So once you have made your dough into discs, you're just gonna wrap it and stick it in the fridge. So I'll see you back in an hour. Welcome back, my little friends. It's been an hour. Our dough is ready to be rolled out. First thing you gotta do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So while that warms up, we'll be rolling out our dough. If you're using a roll-out pin that's from wood, you might want to put some flour on it so your dough doesn't get stuck on it. And some flour wherever you're rolling out your dough. So I did just that. So now I'm gonna roll out my dough into nice so now I have rolled out my dough. So the next step is, before you get your cookie cutters, get your baking pan and your cookie baking sheet if you have one. Now we're going to cut out our designs. So I have that little witch's brew, an RIP sign, casket, and of course, a pumpkin. So now we're gonna cut out our cookies. So I'm gonna do that. Do a witch's brew. Of course, a pumpkin. Do casket. I'm just going to keep repeating them until I have filled up my cookie sheet. Cut, big cut. What's going on here? Why is it not? Okay, my little friends, I have finally cut out all of my cookies. And now we're going to stick them in the oven for about 10 minutes. You may need an adult to do this because it is really hot. So we'll come back in 10 minutes to see how our cookies are. Okay, my little friends, it's been 10 minutes, which means our cookies are ready. You should know they're ready when they're kind of golden brown. You can kind of see them. So you're gonna get your mittens or get mom or dad to help you. And we're going to pull our cookies out. And we're gonna let them sit for about 5 to 10 minutes to let them cool before you can start frosting. And don't forget to turn off your oven. Okay, my little friends, my cookies are all nice and cool, so I've placed them back on here. And it's time to decorate. You can make your own icing. I bought my icing. This is cookie icing. You can get it from any store. I prefer this because it's faster. So have fun decorating. Okay, my little friends, I'm actually done decorating, and I hope you guys enjoyed making Halloween cookies with me. And these are how my cookies look. I hope you guys enjoyed making them as much as I did. Bye, my little friends.